Y'all ready for this? Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, no.
Let's go full screen here. Actually, no. I guess you could just leave it like that because, yeah, put it on the screen. This is a cease and desist letter from 607 Unk. Let's scroll down.
Hey, you stay getting sold.
Dear, I know it's a problem. And he
Did
also just
anybody
texted
win?
me, next is lawsuit, love and peace. Okay. He wrote, I am writing to
Nigga trying to get
formally
a bag.
request that you immediately cease and desist from allowing your platform, No Jumper, or any affiliates or podcast hosts associated with it to continue to spread false, defamatory, and harassing statements about me, Lawrence Bolden, also publicly known as 607 Unk. By the way, I've got a lot of cease and desists over the years, and this one,
He wrote it himself.
it honestly feels like this was written by some guy who works at 7-Eleven.
He wrote it himself.
This has got to be the worst cease and desist ever. And also, I'm not taking this even slightly serious. I have observed and documented multiple instances where hosts or guests on your network have made factually incorrect, hurtful, and potentially damaging remarks regarding my personal character, history, or spiritual work.
Oh yeah, this for entertainment purposes.
Including commentary that borders on harassment. Let me be clear. These statements are untrue and have already begun to cause personal and professional harm to my brand, my mental health, and my spiritual following. You are responsible as a publisher and platform owner for content that goes out under your media entity. If this behavior continues, I will be forced to explore all available legal remedies, including, but not limited to, a formal defamation lawsuit, a harassment claim, and public cease and desist disclosures. This letter serves as official notice to take immediate action to remove any defamatory or harassing content from your channels. Instruct the individuals involved to refrain from further commentary and refrain from republishing or resharing any of the aforementioned material. Now, this doesn't go into any... Okay, I hope we can resolve this respectfully without escalation. However, I'm prepared to protect my name and peace throughout all appropriate legal channels. Sincerely, Lawrence Bolden.
I don't know why 2 sentences on the back page cracked me up.
My first question is, what exactly has been said about 607 Unk that is in any way defamatory and not in line with the content that he himself was putting out on this podcast? Like what has been said about him that is in any way defamatory? I would love to know because,
Well, I think he think y'all putting his life in jeopardy because he say
he did that.
Lush like throwing flames on it and like things like that. But he said what he said, but he's saying he didn't mean it that way. But everybody's saying like he indeed mean it that way. So he feel like y'all putting extras on it. He said y'all caption titles, whatever you want to call it. You know what he said.
Man.
So y'all titles is putting him in danger. Y'all putting extras on it. He didn't mean like that. X, Y, and Z.
He sent this in a group chat to me and Whack is already losing his mind.
I feel bad because I really tried, like in my head at that moment, I was trying to diffuse it. I'm like, oh, I'm not bringing up the Hooper thing. I'm doing a great job. Like, that's what I thought was the most important thing for me to not mention in that moment.
Honestly, you don't have to bring it up because he said Hoover, blank remover. He let the world, everybody seen that shit is viral.
No,
so he knew that.
For
that didn't
sure.
even matter.
For sure, but I feel like
Shit is crazy,
I feel like in my head, and this is like I'm not saying I'm right. You feel me? But
this internet is tricky.
Tricky.
I was saying in my head, I felt like I was like doing a good thing in that moment. You feel me? I didn't think I was adding too many flames. I was like, damn, I'm supposed to talk about it. I wasn't there for the first whole 15 minutes. Like for me to not bring up the altercation that just happened.
Man, you didn't do nothing wrong.
I didn't feel like I did, but then like afterwards, like him feeling.
This is the biggest joke of a cease and desist in the history of cease and desist. And
I also don't want to get cursed, honestly.
Unk said, "Let's do it. However, I'm rich and ready." And Wack said, 607, you. We gonna run what's real. So I would like to encourage everybody on this platform to continue to have sincere, honest conversations about 607 Unk. I don't think anybody should be holding their tongue. I did see a very, very good video on the Big Chat Small World channel that came out yesterday.
He's fire.
Where he actually breaks down how 607 Unk was allegedly a PPP scammer prior to working at No Jumper and doing content and stuff. And also, he at a certain point was, I guess, like shipping packs allegedly based on some photos.
But like, how is that bad?
Bro.
Yeah. Who cares
packs,
if he's?
It's just interesting to see all these different hustles that he tried on his path towards whatever. And he just said, stop, remove all content, have a blessed day. This is all in caps. I'm not upset. Please reframe from using 607 Unk in anything good day. Does he not realize that he signed a contract to be a podcaster on No Jumper? And in that contract, it is explained very much that you will make content and you will have content made about you.
Man,
that's really how this
I
works.
know 607 Unk smarter than that. He didn't read the contract.
No, he breached contract.
You know how he said,
Right.
remove all
Right.
content? I told C-Mac one time, like, yeah, and take all my off of your page. He like, oh, Sitch, I'm not taking it off. He said, I didn't take Lily off. I'm not taking you off. He like,
fire. Let's
it
go,
don't work like
C-Mac.
that. I'm like, well,
Hell yeah.
change the caption because you said when I left him, he said, Sitch, I'm not removing Hoover off my face or whatever the case may be, right? He said he wasn't removing it. I was like, don't put that on there. Change it. You know what I'm saying? So whatever. I think he changed the caption, but
That nigga ain't listening to you.
you know, look, then we broke up again, and then he said, F Jesus. I said, no, you always say everybody. Yes, and people have to
Shit,
call
Crip
him.
Mac said, Jesus?
Yes, and I don't play that.
That is a
I
lot,
don't play
bro.
that. Because at the end of the day, he like, yeah, you sent this trash ass bitch to me.
Nah, he was talking about his. He was talking about his mechanic, Jesus. It was a different.
He was off the old English.
He called me black trash and some more shit. And I was like, are you not black? He was acting
Like Samoan.
He is part Samoan.
Nah, but he was raised by
Oh, not a racist.
Let me tell you what.
Oh, Crip Mac,
your channel,
racist.
what it does to him when we see white people, he all jolly. When we see black people, get the fuck out of here, cuss. I'm like, huh?
Oh,
You wanted
shit.
to come on Western, didn't you? Well,
I have
we're
seen
here.
cases like that. Like they went and checked a bunch of black skaters at the skate park in their
Hey,
park.
hey, man, I didn't check
No,
nobody.
no, it's in the vlog.